Hey, guys, welcome back to the channel Canada Immigration. We will talk about working on new Canada PR pathway. If you are interested in this topic, please watch till the end of this video for the latest immigration updates and news. Please like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell icon. Let's get into the video. The Canadian Immigration Minister has made a significant announcement. Within the following 120 days, a new PR route will be available. This particular news follows the previous Motion 44 announcements, and today the Immigration Minister announces that a new PR road will be available for everyone to pursue in the near future. This is good news for both Canadians and non-Canadians who wish to enter the country as temporary residents and seek a path to permanent residency in the future. Granting PR. You are aware that Motion 44 was just announced and passed by the House of Commons, and that the Immigration Department was given 120 days to produce a new program to essentially create a new PR road for temporary residents within Canada. They desired to reduce the requirement and fundamentally desired to grant PRS to the local present Canadian experience class or candidates with Canadian experience. Now, the Immigration Minister has recently indicated that he is hard at work on a new framework for the new program. They are developing a very clear road to permanent residency for these temporary residents now. If you recall, during the COVID outbreak there was a serious crisis. The TR to PR pathway. There was a scheme dubbed the TR to PR pathway that granted rapid PRS to 90,000 workers and international students. So, they provided clear channels with fairly relaxed restrictions, and approximately 90,000 people obtained permanent status and continue to do so. Now, as a result of the success of that initiative, Motion 44 was recently passed, and within it, it was once again emphasized that such pathways should exist, as Canada is home to a large number of individuals with Canadian experience and who typically work in industries experiencing a labor shortage. Let's examine why the Canadian government chose to implement the TR to PR pathway in Canada in 2021. According to Canada for Newcomers, the TR to PR pathway targeted more than 90,000 talented professionals, their families, and foreign graduates already living in Canada. Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada launched this new option for temporary residents who are in Canada already as temporary workers on April 14, 2021. Does the TR to PR system reopen in 2022? Regrettably, no. This is a temporary route that was introduced in 2021. The application period for this program ended on November 5, 2021, and candidates can no longer submit applications. Can foreign nationals still apply for Canadian permanent residency? Yes, they can, for which they should follow a few guidelines. Obtaining a PR through specific procedures. Now, they wanted to create such dedicated PR pathways, and the Immigration Minister stated that in the future, they intend to create a PR program or a PR pathway that will provide people with clear directions or indications that if they come to Canada as temporary residents and follow specific procedures, they will be able to obtain their PR. The program is to be launched very soon. The program is expected to be significantly faster. It is intended for temporary Canadian residents who can eventually apply for permanent residency. There must be clear and efficient processes and a streamlined clearance program for these people who are already in Canada, have Canadian experience, and are likely working in industries with a labor shortage of front-line workers. This information is currently lacking. We are aware that the House of Commons has set a 120-day deadline for the Immigration Minister, and the Immigration Minister has stated that he is determined to meet this goal and will do so very soon. This was the most recent interview with a major Canadian news organization, and the world is still anxiously awaiting the outcome. If you are outside of Canada and do not currently have a clear path to permanent residency, you should pursue temporary residency because you never know when you might be able to convert it to permanent residency. At least the current circumstances and opportunities indicate that you can do so with relative ease. We wish everyone the best of luck and hope that everyone finds this new program to be really useful. Some essential FAQs regarding PR in Canada. Question: how simple is it to obtain permanent residency in Canada? The simplest way to acquire permanent residency in Canada is through the Express Entry system, which is the simplest and quickest migration system for skilled employees. The Express Entry system can help you convert your temporary resident permit to a permanent residence permit in Canada. It examines individuals based on their earned points, which can lead to immigration in as little as 6 months. Question: can I relocate to Canada without employment? The ideal scenario would involve securing employment in Canada. However, immigration to Canada is conceivable without a work offer. The Express Entry method allows candidates to immigrate to Canada based on their thorough ranking system, regardless of their circumstances, or needs comprehensive ranking system. To qualify for the Express Entry system and get an invitation to apply for immigration to Canada, applicants must have at least 67 points. Question: what are the different programs under which temporary foreign workers can apply for permanent residency in Canada? Federal Skilled Worker Program. You may be able to apply for permanent residency under the Federal Skilled Worker Program if you are working with a Canadian employer on a temporary work visa and the employer has offered you permanent employment. This type of offer is known as organized employment. The temporary worker will be needed to meet the foreign skilled worker programs. Point requirements: the applicant's education, age, adaptability, language abilities, and job offers are rewarded points. This procedure may take between 12 and 18 months. CEC or Canadian Experience Class. Temporary workers in skilled jobs can apply for the Canadian Experience Class program using their Canadian work experience. This is a common alternative for temporary workers who do not meet the Federal Skilled Worker Program's point requirements. Applicants for the CEC must have at least 2 years of work experience in Canada or have completed post-secondary education in Canada and 1 year of work experience before applying for permanent residency in Canada. Applicants who qualify under the CEC must satisfy one of the preceding conditions: PNP or provincial nominee programs. Nearly every province has its own provincial nominee program, which permits provinces to nominate foreign nationals for permanent residency in Canada. Applicants for a provincial program must have the intent to reside in the province for which they are applying. The numerous streams and alternatives offered in each province can vary considerably, but provincial programs frequently parallel federal programs. Under a PNP, applications for permanent residency might take between 12 and 18. QEC or Quebec Experience Class. Temporary workers can seek permanent residency through the QEC. The Quebec Experience Class is similar to the Canadian Experience Class, with the exception that the QEC has extra criteria. Applicants for the QEC must have worked in Quebec for at least 1 year in a skilled capacity, through a temporary work permit, and speak French at an intermediate level. The province of Quebec will provide successful applicants with a Quebec Selection Certificate, allowing them to seek permanent resident status. Note that foreign nationals in Canada with a working holiday visa may also apply for permanent residency through QEC, provided they meet the aforementioned requirements. This working holiday worker choice is exclusive to the QEC. Through QEC, the transition from temporary worker to a permanent residence can take up to 1 year. Hopefully, the details and information is presented in this video are helpful. So what is your opinion about today's information? Definitely tell us by commenting. And on which topic we should make the next video, you must tell by commenting. We will try to reach you with the latest information related to Canadian immigration. If you have not subscribed, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click on that notifications bell icon.